so northwest corner. So that means it would be in one of these areas. What's up, Frost Bros? Welcome back to the Daggerfall playthrough. It is currently part 64. A full Minecraft stack of time has passed. And last we left off, I was trying to get the totem quest. Have yet to get it. So, what I'm going to do is, we're just going to go through things real quick and see if we can get the totem so we can try and finish up this game, because I do believe we are completely soft locked here, because this is my quest log. As you can see, there is nothing here at all. So my quest log is completely empty. So let's see here. So what we're going to do is just, I guess if we look at our map here and go through the different locations, we can just eventually find our way through everything. So let's here go southwest through the door. Okay. So that's the way. So this would be southwest. Let's go through here. Is it this door or? Hang on. It's really hard to see what I'm looking at here. Strange. Yeah. It's hard to tell if this is upstairs or downstairs. There's definitely a few doors around here. I'm guessing if we just go through here and just start running through like a basic dungeon run. Because, hang on, let me test to make sure. Here, we're gonna have to place down another marker anyways. There we go. Place another anchor. Rest until fully healed. Let's just immediately buff up. And we're going to go to the treasure room and see if we can find the totem, despite the fact that we don't exactly have the quest started. We're basically out of options. And honestly, I don't know how I would be able to fix this other than just rushing through the last little thing. So I guess we can go through this area. This should at least lead through the main area. I mean, hang on. Because I'll consult the maps so I don't get lost. Which, you know, like, I usually seek guidance whenever I usually seek the guidance of the wiki whenever I'm lost, but like, we've gone through this for so long that we may as well just rush through things. Yeah, it looks like I need to go northwards and then, okay, cool. So yeah, this does seem like the right area. And this here, oh, there's another room, hang on. This doesn't look right. I think I'm in the wrong spot. But yeah, you can see that there's definitely a lot more here. So yeah, I guess... See, this wiki doesn't exactly help with this map. It's not really showing a very good angle. I mean, it's saying southwest, but it doesn't say which door to the southwest. I'm guessing what I'm looking at is stairs here, but it doesn't look like it's this door. Because, wait. Like, if I'm looking at... Like, it looks like it would be this door? Would have to be. This door doesn't lead into a hallway like that one does. So is it this door? Hang on. I'm genuinely confused. Maybe I was in the right door then. Unless the map is flipped around. I mean, you're not going to say anything about this. Yeah, Miss Sarah has nothing to say about the note at all. Nothing to say about the totem or anything. And I guess I can go into this door and see, just compare and contrast, like, because let's see here, there's a hall that's supposed to turn right and then turn left into another hall. Turns right, turns left. But you see this hall isn't the same hall. So this here has to be this door then. Right? So it turns right, then it turns right again, so this is the wrong area too. Unless, no, it is just supposed to turn right twice, and then turn left once. And that's that's a stairway I'm looking at. So then it turns left. And I'm supposed to go through this door here. Head north through a massive hallway, but I'm not seeing, let's reach the platform, top platform at the center tower. Oh, easiest way to levitate. Okay, so hang on. Just says, it shows going north though, what? Oh, wait, that's what it is. Okay. So this is the start. It wants us to go there. Okay, I see what it is now. Alright. Yeah, a simple fly spell will easily achieve this. Yeah, we'll find this totem in no time. Archer died. I mean, if the totem is even here. Because, I mean, the log is right. The map is definitely matching up, so should be heading towards the throne room thing. Let's see here. Let's reach the... okay. You'll find yourself in a big room. Follow the ledge to the west. Go past the night. So yeah. There's a ledge here. There's a lever that activates that way. So just keep this way until there is a path. Yep, here's a 9. A warrior. But still, you know. Hang on, is that that's an adamantium. Nice. Not seeing really lots here yet, but I'm sure we'll get into more of it in a sec. Orc Shaman, 155 mana. Is that enough for Azura's Blessing? Where is it? There it is. Yep, there we go. Got regeneration going now. Alright. Now, going in here. Yep. Is that it? Hang on, so there are multiple chambers here. Okay. This is, yeah. This is at least the treasury room. So, if I remember correctly, this is where the totem is supposed to be, so we should be able to see it if it does exist in this area. And if we can see it, then we know we can get it. Should be in this vault room. Unless the... Who's shooting at us? Right, like, is this the right vault room? Maybe it's in one of these top areas. Definitely a lot of treasure piles. Oh. There's a crown. Perhaps I screwed up then. Hang on. Yeah, this is the way I came in from, so we'll stand here. Let me see what the wiki says. Because who knows, maybe we'll get this figured out once we go through. So let's see here. The treasury is a giant cube with 12 chambers hovering in the air and numerous knights and battle mages in the surrounding room. There are many treasures in this cube, and the totem will also be found in one of its chambers. But first, you must sink to the ground to do this. Go to the very bottom, huge room, square pit filled knee deep with water and slaughterfish. At the bottom there are two passages, each cardinal direction. Okay, so let's see here. There's a. Alright, so each cardinal direction. The southwest passage leads to a room with a slaughterfish and 3 chains. Pulling the right chain will cast a water breathing spell on you. The middle chain will teleport you to the ledge at the top. Okay. Top of the vault. Left chain will teleport you also to the top of the vault. Southwest passage leads to flooded water and ice astronauts, and a hand wheel in this room. Turning the hand wheel will sink the giant cube, however it will cover the pit. You must use the one of the chains to get out. Okay, cool. Once you're out of the pit, to the top of the cube, there's a lever in the center. Pulling it will lower the blue bars. Okay, cool. The totem can be found in the middle chamber to the northwest corner, lying on a pedestal. So I guess it hasn't spawned. So, let's see here. Let me kill some knights real quick before we handle this. So it says northwest, right? So northwest corner. So that means it would be in one of these areas. Okay, I see it now. There's the pedestal. The totem isn't even here. So we at least know that the quest is supposed to work, right? But we can't get it open right. Tell you what, we're going to rest up fully. We're going to place down another marker here, just so we can teleport back once we get this note, if I can. We're going to have to see about trying to get this note then. First, let's just drop off in our wagon junk and gunk we don't need to carry on our person. And let's just go ahead and get out of here. Now, we're here in Daggerfall. We should get the note in, the letter. We meet the requirements. I'm not sure what we're doing wrong. You know, like, there's something we're doing wrong. Obviously. If I wasn't doing something wrong, then we would be getting stuff. I think it might have something to do with the way I did, not Orcish Emancipation, but, Lysandra's Revenge. Let me check the notes here, I guess. Because I think maybe when I gave the journal over, it bugged out. Alright, so if you give the diary to Akarithi, if you give it to Medora, Minacera, and Nafaga, give it to Arizona, Edweir, Gortwog, King of Worms. Okay, rewards. Yeah. Alright. Notes. The start of the totem quest is triggered from this quest, but not before all 3 subplots of the main quest finding the Emperor's letter, helping the King of Worms require the Soul of the Lich, and avenging Lysan's death are completed successfully. Hence, it is theoretically possible to kill Lord Wardborn and get the reward by handing over the diary if at least one of the two other subplots has not yet been completed. The streets of Daggerfall. Okay, bugs. The reward for Baron Isaiah. Okay, it is intended for Gordwog, King of Worm. Okay. It's not saying anything here. Okay, so hmm. Here, let me check what happens if you okay, so Woodporn is okay. Let's see here. Give the diary to these guys. Give the diary to okay. Give the diary to okay, cool. In addition, giving the diary to Akrithi, Avki, Gothrid, Gordlog will not trigger the video sequence as they are unwilling or unable to exact vengeance on Lord Woodborn. Therefore, to complete the quest, you have to give it to one of these people there. Okay. Rewards. Oh boy. So I must have bugged something? I'm just not certain what I did wrong. Because, I mean, I did all the quests. I know I've done all the quests leading up to this, so... There's something I'm missing. Has to be. Maybe if I just talk to, maybe if I just talk to Gothrid again, or whatever, the king, maybe I'll be able to get the journal off him. I'll just say yes to you. Maybe there's a way I can just pilfer the journal off him or something, you know, like... I have a mission of some diplomatic importance. Okay, cool. So you will speak to me now, but you're not going to do an... King Goth... Can I just... Nope. So I'm not allowed to take from him. That is strange. Did my game just, like, soft lock on me when I did Orcish Emancipation? Like, was I supposed to do other stuff first? Tell you what, I'm going to go back to Wayrest. I'm going to go to Wayrest, and we're going to see if maybe speaking to Baron Zaya or someone will do something. Because, like, maybe I just need to activate some sort of trigger somewhere. And I just don't know where, you know? So I'm going to have to go around and basically just interact with a bunch of stuff. I guess just try to bug fix this way, and maybe we'll get the letter that we're supposed to, because it seems like so far, like, what it seems like I'm going to have to do is just wrap up this series as a failure. Like, not even actually beating it. I may just... Like, it'll be stupid doing that, but you know, it's just... What I may have to do is just basically call this series a failure, since I soft-locked the main quest. I got so close to beating the game, but, like, I haven't gotten anything. Like, is it possible that no? Because let's see here, potion to restore power, letter of credit, there's a book. Here, let me drop the book off in my wagon. I got ingredients, my magic book. You see, like, I don't have anything, really. So who knows, maybe if I talk with Queen Baron Saya, it'll, like, incite completion of a quest? Ooh. That was loud. Queen Baron Zaya, do you have any... Oh, no response. No response. No response. No response. Okay, so the people of Wayrest don't want to talk to me. Like, at all. That is actually kind of strange. Alright, let's go to Sentinel. That's the only other place I can think of going to. Done just about everything, so I guess we'll have to just wrap things up our own unique way. Just say we've done all we could and the letter's a failure. Like, you know, because this is gonna suck as a video. Like, this just seems to suck as a video, because I suppose I should have thought of this. But yeah, I guess I suppose I should have thought that Daggerfall would try something like this. I mean, my last saves, all of them are after I've done Orcish Emancipation, except for my 4th save, which I think is still in, still looking for the Dust of Restful Death. But I'm going to be honest with you, I am not backtracking that far just to do things slightly differently, and also grind up again for like another however long. So we're going to see if the people of Sentinel have anything to say, and if not, then, well, we may have to just ride westward. Maybe we can see if Nulfaga has anything to say. Maybe she's bugged out and is going to think that we've handed in the totem? I don't know, but let's see if Prince Luton has anything to say. Well met, stranger. Nothing. Cool. Oh, let's go see the Queen. Oh, the guard by the door in a broad voice. All those having business with Queen Daggerfall pass through the door at the back of the hall at the right-hand side. Yep. Cool. Alright, well, let's hop up here, speak with Queen Daggerfall, see if maybe she can do something. I have no idea, though. Queen Daggerfall, please give me good news. I could use services for someone moderate talents, above average discretion and willingness to assume the position of lowly courier for 857 gold pieces. Are you that person? No. That just seems like a normal side quest of the nobles. I have a cloth amulet, very precious. No. Just random side quests. Those aren't just anything that I would recognize as triggers. I'm just... You know, it's kind of stupid that it's come to this, but I guess it had to... I suppose this day was supposed to come eventually. The day that Daggerfall would just break on me on 100%, yeah, 110%. I'm not even sure how I managed this. I'm not even sure how this went about, but like... You know, I think that just about sums up my thoughts on Daggerfall, actually. The fact that the game just has so much in it, but I swear, it's just, sometimes it just feels unfinished because of how easily it just breaks and soft locks. Screw it, we're gonna go to Ruins of Kosh Hall. You know, just go back to our old evil lair. Let's go see if there's centaurs to kill, just anything to kill. Just to blow some steam. We'll see if there's like maybe one more Daedric quest we can do. Yeah, I can hear vampires. Just vampires and wraiths. The usual. Nothing of proper. But you know, it's nice to sit here and just look at this area. Not like we're going to do much out here. Just cool to come visit some old spots, I guess. Like how there's a sign out here that looks like it's for like soul housing. I mean, this is the only place here in Sabiades. It's not even automat available, isn't that crazy? I guess we can go to Shedungeon. Because Shedungeon should just be somewhere up here. If I, there it is. Shedungeon. Let's see if old Crazy Nolfaga has anything to say about this. If maybe she has any insight. And if not, then hey, we can just, I guess, mess with stuff. I mean, I guess I could look up how you're supposed to, break your way into the last dungeon of the game just so I can show it off. Because, of course, the last area of the game is like Aetherius. Magically held lock. Let's just tell this banner to shut up. Maybe at some other point we'll do like a challenge run or something. Nolfaga has nothing to say to us. Any news? Until recently, the Marin Knights and the Knights of the Flame worked together. They just recently severed their alliance. Crazy old Nolfaga. Yeah, I mean, isn't like I can talk about much. At least much that's important to any main quests or anything. Alright. Well, tell you what, we'll just right quickly go back to Shalagora, see if there's another Daedric quest just anywhere. If there's anything, if there's an interesting Daedric quest at least. So here we'll drop a 2 save. See what Daedra Lord we can get into this world. Today is Lotus, oh, Molag Bal. Nah. Not gonna bother with Molag. Shoot. Not really much to do, huh? I guess if we, tell you what, we're going to go back to Auntie Claire, because I do believe we can, hit our ship from here, and if I remember correctly, there's something with the ship. I wonder if, yeah, we can go to the ship here. Your ship. Look at this place. Isn't it great? Now, if I remember correctly, this ship is like far away off the map. Yeah, you can see it completely breaks the map entirely. Now, I'm going to, of course, have to look things up and see where your ship actually is and where the final quest of Aetherius is, because if I remember correctly, there's a way to get here without actually, like, there's a lot in the final dungeon, and I'm honestly kind of bummed that I'm not going to see the actual ending. At least not in this playthrough, because the game broke itself. Yeah, it doesn't show here, does it? Damn. Hang on, maybe if I go to world information it'll pop up, because of course there is a way to actually go to the last dungeon. Let's see here. Places. There are definitely a ton of places. Unique locations, dungeons. If I go to dungeons, well, there's actually a lot of information here. That's cool. Region, it's not going to show up in region. Okay. Oh, I'm not seeing it. I forget which direction you're supposed to go, because I know you're supposed to head in a very specific dungeon. I guess if I go into exploits and glitches. Not going to show up there. But look at that, daytime is approaching. Yeah, because I know the last quest, you can actually get into the area either through a Noflaga, or going off the ship and heading in a random direction. I forget which direction. I guess it might be possible to actually see it, like at the end of your render distance, if you like look around. Mostly in Unity though. Render distance is definitely more cut up in Daggerfall. I think I might have seen it though. But you can see there's almost like a square surrounding your boat. And that's because the ship itself is actually in like a separate cell all on its own. And its cell happens to share land with the final dungeon of the game. One of the few ways you can actually get there. And of course you're not allowed to take your horse out here. And I don't remember which direction it is. I know I've seen like shorts about it and stuff. I guess it is nice just to see the boat though. Oh, and look at this, there's actually water hilling. Isn't that crazy? Like the water actually mounds up. I guess that's like a wave. So, wow, look at this. That is actually kind of cool looking. Just being able to see the hill of the water. But I'm guessing if I like border this area, then maybe I could see it. I would like to say that it's a bit more northward of the actual ship. Like, I think it is around about in this direction. And of course, swimming is going to take forever. Run jumping seems to actually allow decent movement even on water, which is kind of wild to think about. So I guess maybe we can just head out in this direction. Maybe we can find it. I mean, if we don't find it like right away, then you know, it is what it is. Because it should be like a giant platform in the middle of the ocean with a singular mound, just like any ordinary dungeon, and it actually just leads straight into Aetherius. It's actually kind of crazy to look at. But it does look like there isn't really much out here. Yeah, it does look like this is literally just all there is. Just ocean, ocean, and more ocean. And I'm not seeing the platform anywhere. Because you would definitely see it. You would definitely see it. Tell you what. Here's a little fun thing we'll do, though. We're going to go to the farthest eastern side of the map, as far east as we can go, here to Grayberry. We're going to travel out here, and we're just going to head east. We're going to just head east off into Skyrim, and that's where we're going to wrap this whole series off. Morgadreth has done all he could for the people of Auntie Claire, for everything. He no longer cares. Actually, now that I think about it, let's head back to Auntie Claire, because I do want to do one last thing before we leave. Because we may as well, before we leave. We're going to head back to Auntie Claire real quick. We're going to, I guess, deposit everything I can into the bank. See what my last funding is. And then I guess we're going to have to just ride off into the east. Because let's see here. The bank should be open by now, right? Lock has nothing to fear from me. I mean, it's only, oh. Yeah, it's 6. Let's loiter. Alright, well, anyways. Finished loitering. Yeah, it should be open now. Because, yeah, I can deposit all letters of credit. I'll drop off there. Let's now withdraw a letter of credit. If I remember correctly, it's like, what, 1% off? So we're going to do, I'll just do a letter of credit. Let's see if we're allowed to do a full 2 million letter of credit. So, yep, we can do a 2 million letter of credit. Let's now, you know what? We'll leave the rest with the bank. We'll leave the rest with the bank. We now have 2 million drakes in 1 letter of credits, worthy for Auntie Claire. We are now, you know, just leave the rest with the bank because it's just a courtesy gift from Morgadreth to them. Let's head back to Grayberry. And now, let's go ahead and travel to the far eastern side of town. In fact, we don't even need to enter the gates. We can just ride around town. That way we can travel off into the sunset. Or I guess sun rises in the east, sets in the west, so travel off into the sunrise. Because the sun is rising, right? Yeah. Sun is rising, so we're going to travel off into the dawn. And I guess make our way to the faraway location, the faraway province of Morrowind. Because of course Morgadreth has done all he could. He found the letter. He cleansed Lysandus' spirit. What else does he need to do? He's not obligated by the Emperor to fix anything that the letter had incriminating with it. He doesn't need to find the totem of Tiber Septim. He doesn't need to settle any disputes. He doesn't need to make sure that the orcs actually become people. He is just going to ride far off into the west, far off into the east, never to be seen again, traveling through Skyrim and eventually reaching the border, the Grey Border itself, and eventually making his way back into his hometown, where he could meet up with his brother. Perhaps give his nephew, Valordreth, a few pointers about how to handle women, and how to, well, be evil. And of course, I do believe this could be a good place to just wrap things up, because, you know, we did everything. The game just decided to end things off this way. I wanted to go through the whole game and actually get a good ending. I was What the hell was that? Iron Astronauts? Cool. So the Iron Astronauts are appearing. I wanted to get a good ending. I was actually going to, give the totem to, King Dortwog. I was going to do his ending. But of course the game's soft locked on me. We have no quests. So yeah. And so I think this is going to be it for the rest of this series. Ending on a pretty low note, a low ball. I may return later to do more challenge runs. I know to do challenge runs, and maybe I'll beat the game with a challenge run. Maybe I'll beat the game in a different playthrough. Just all together. Let me know if you want me to play through this game again with a different character, and maybe try to do questing with a guide and try to get it done without a soft lock. Maybe I'll try Daggerfall Unity. Who knows? We'll all have to see in the future. I know I want to eventually do a challenge run where I use no magic. However, before that, I do want to do a challenge run where I just beat Arena as a burglar. I think after this, I'm going to start working on making the next playthrough series for the Dreth lineage. I'm going to start playing through Morrowind again, you know? Playing with the next Dreth. And yeah, so I guess like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like this. Next week around, we're probably going to see Valor Dreth if I get that fixed up. But that's going to be it for the rest of this series, the rest of this episode. As always, this has been your bro Frostbrew, and I think I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Later!